How did it feel to be back out there?
I felt good. Body felt good.
Any restrictions on you? Any pitch count or anything like that?
Nah, just whenever they call my name, it's my job to be ready.
Christian, when you're in there with the offense now, is there something you can sense that might be causing some of the struggles, especially today?
We'll have to look at the tape, and I think it's important just for every one of us to point the thumb. It's in this league, it's really easy to blame and point the finger, but that just doesn't get you anywhere. So, I got to do a better job. I think everybody just has to do a better job. It sounds cliche, but it's really that simple.
Christian, at what point in time throughout the week did you feel like you were able to go into a game?
Yeah, we practiced all week, felt good in practice, so usually if I feel good in practice, I know I'm ready to go.
Christian, offensively, as difficult as it was to sort of connect on big plays, how much of it was what New England was doing to you defensively?
I think a lot of it is just execution. We can't beat ourselves, and when you have adversity happen throughout the game, you can't blink. It's got to be. We just have to be a little more poised, and a little more just efficient. We can't beat ourselves.
Looks like you were open for a touchdown pass earlier that got deflected at the line of scrimmage. Did you feel like that was going to be a touchdown?
Yeah, definitely. It was a good play by them. It's right there. Guy just got a hand up, put his hand in the right place at the right time.
Was it a frustrating sort of day for you personally, or how would you characterize it?
Yeah, anytime you lose, it's frustrating. But at the end of the day, it's the NFL, and we're 4-5 with a lot of football ahead of us, and a lot of good teams, and it's a week-to-week league. You have to win every week, and you have to have a short memory. The teams that get emotional and start to hear all the stuff from outside that doesn't matter, you can start to crumble if you do that. But we got a mature team. We got guys who are going to practice hard, prepare hard, and we're on to next week now.
Christian, your point the thumb comment comes on a day when we saw Robbie get very visibly upset with Sam on the sideline. Do you get concerned at any level as a captain and a leader about the locker room fracture?
That's stuff that'll be addressed in house. It's not like something that I'll talk about out loud, but that's all stuff that we'll get fixed.
How frustrating is it because seemed like you guys were putting together your best drive of the game, and then it ends in a turnover? How frustrating is it? And then as a captain, how do you try to pick Sam up after a game like this?
I think the biggest thing is, once again, like I said, pointing the thumb. I got to be better. I let one go today. There was a couple holes that watch the tape that I feel like I could have hit. Maybe for bigger runs. So at the end of the day, if every single guy in our locker room, looks at every play they had, and unless you're perfect, it's not about who's who competition. This is a team. It's a team win and a team loss. Today was a team loss, and when you have a team loss, you get back to the drawing board, you fix it, and you move on to the next week. That's the way it goes.
This message, is that a message you felt like needed to be addressed today, or do you feel like the team was already knew that?
Well, we came off of 3 losses at one point, and we go to Atlanta, which is a division opponent, and won. And you can kind of just being out for that time, and you watch. When you're watching from the outside, the emotion is like this. It can get stressful because everybody and their mother's talking, oh, they're this, they're that. Then you win, and now everybody's back on the bandwagon, and that's not healthy as a team to do. And we don't have the guys that are going to do that. We got guys who just show up and work, and we'll get it fixed. Each individual has to get it fixed, and as a team, we got to get it fixed.
Was there any? You watch this from the outside. for the last 5 games. So what have you seen from Sam then and now that he wasn't maybe doing early in the season when he was playing better?
Well, once again, football is a day-to-day job, and Sam has shown that he can be great. Sam obviously, he'll be the first to point the thumb and say he's got to be better. But once again, that's the head coach and the quarterback. In my opinion, they get way too much credit and way too much blame. So while it's easy to put it on Sam, like I said, it's a team loss. I got to be better. Everybody in the locker room has to be better, and that's what we'll strive to do this week.
What, if anything, did you say to Sam, and I guess, what are you noticing in terms of the way that the rest of the team kind of gravitates toward or with Sam in terms of encouragement?
Yeah, I mean, it's just next play. It's got to be a next play mentality, and that's what Sam has. So there's not a lot that needs to be said. He knows if he messes up, he knows why he messed up, and it's the same with me. If I miss a hole or if I make a mistake, it's very easy I know I messed up. You know what I mean? So it's just getting back to the next play, getting back to the next practice, and moving on and flushing the loss and keep going.
Christian, having watched the last few games from the outside, what did you gain in perspective that you hope to take into the rest of the season for yourself?
I think the biggest thing is that football is a lot more fun when you're playing than watching. I think that's the thing that to be learned.
How did you come out of today health-wise?
I feel good. Came out great.
When you went in, did you go in at 100%, just a little lower? Were you a little sore? How did you feel actually going in?
I felt great.
One or two more guys.
That last kind of, before you went on the IR when they made that decision, what was that kind of like for you to hear that you needed to go on the IR for that time?
I mean, it's at the end of the day, you're always on a mission. Just sometimes the mission changes, and life's hard sometimes. But I'm healthy now. I'm ready to go now. It's when that happens, it's just you put your one foot in front of the other and just go day by day, doing everything you can to get better. And when you're ready, and that's it.
All right. Thanks, Christian.
Thanks, guys.